This is a quick overview of how I set Canvas up for my Intro to Lit class and how best to navigate through it. The first thing you should probably understand is that everything that you need to access in the course is available through the home page. So essentially, I would like you to work through the modules in order. And if you're on the home page as opposed to the module page, then your upcoming assignments will be over here in the right-hand sidebar, and your feedback will also be here in the right-hand sidebar. But for the most part, once you have finished completing everything that you need to complete in a module, which means there's a checkbox or check mark next to each item, and then a green check mark will appear on the syllabus or on the module title, then you can probably go ahead and close it. And of course, if anything just is in your way, you can close it as well until you have a need for it. But for the most part, these Collaborate session recordings, which are which kind of live here for convenience sake, are also duplicated in each weekly module. All right. Well, so at this point in the quarter, we've gone through week 1. You will notice, of course, that in order to unlock week 1, you see that this prerequisite syllabus little sign here means that you need to have gotten a green check mark next to the syllabus module before this module will open. And the same thing happens here. The week 2 Persepolis module won't open until the week 1 module has a syllabus next to it. And so you can go ahead and take a look and see what needs to happen in order for week 1 to be considered complete, and that the only thing that is required here is to score at least 4 on the Persepolis comprehension exam. Once that happens, then week 2 will open up. There is no prerequisite for week 1, but there will be for week 4. But that's how you can tell the relationship here between the prerequisites, what's going to keep a module from opening. The other thing to keep in mind is that anything that's in that module, for example, the week 3 Persepolis analysis draft, will also be locked until you complete the prerequisites for that module. So you can probably access the, say, Persepolis draft module. I'm not sure why it's not appearing here. Over from this area or from the calendar. But if you do, and you haven't unlocked this module yet, then you won't be able to post to it. All right. So the other thing to keep in mind is when you do get feedback, there'll often be some kind of comment from me. This comment will usually be duplicated in the Canvas mail, so it'll send you a message whenever I send you a comment. It won't always send you a message if I update a grade unless you have told Canvas that you want to do it. Trying to think where there would be some feedback at this point, but probably not until I grade your first week of forum posts, which will happen shortly. Okay, the other thing, of course, that you can look at is the calendar. That gives you kind of a graphic indication of what's coming ahead, and as you know, you can access the assignments through there. But like I say, if you haven't unlocked the module that these assignments live in, then that won't do you any good. That's not a backdoor into the assignment. Since I'm linking you to the Collaborate through the assignments for Collaborate, you don't really need to access that directly. Grades, of course, you can look at. I would recommend that you only look at grades in order to see your grades. Don't access assignments through grades, because that's a way that's going to get you confused. When at all possible, stay on the home page, access all of the links, because they are in this order for a reason. And of course, this will keep you informed of the due dates as well as the point values. But remember, of course, that only the last forum in each week is going to have a point value associated to it. That doesn't mean that this is not important to fill out as well. All right, I hope that helps with navigating the course the way I have it set up. Of course, if you have any questions, please check the policies and procedures VAC, and if it's not there, then please look at the course forum, see if anybody else has asked the same question, and then post it there so that I only have to answer each question once.